append. We're going to append the text element, and we're going to put in our title as the text. And so these 2 lines, and we should have, yes, awesome. Okay, so now we have all of our titles rendering, and some of the longer titles. And a small side note about using SVG text. If this makes no sense to you right now, no worries. I just want to kind of give this small note for if you run into this issue in the future, which is that with SVG text, it's actually quite hard to get things to div, or so instead of trying to like fight with SVG text on trying to get it into, wrap into like 2 or 3 lines to fit a longer piece of text, I've kind of just started to use HTML divs, just because divs, naturally so for some of these longer titles, if I was to use HTML divs, then it will look a lot better because then I don't have to truncate. But for the sake of this exercise, because I wanted to show the sort of nested elements and nested selections, we're going to use text, and we're going to truncate. But from a design standpoint, usually for data visualization, I wouldn't truncate like this. I would have it that's a style, font size, and we're going to say, I'm gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna say 0.7 m, and I also want it to get centered. So I'm gonna scroll back and forth a little bit, but right now you can see that this is our 0, 0. This is the center of our flower, but it's not being centered around that. So let's center that, and I'm also gonna vertically center with an attribute called dy. So let's do that. So we're gonna call text anchor middle and dot adder dy 0.35 m. I've actually never looked into why it's 0.35 m, but it just magically centers, like vertically centers the text on whatever XY position we have. So yeah, don't know why it's 0.35 m, but just kind of a standard that I picked up. Yes, so now with this, we should have everything. And I think the one little thing that I'm missing is I think I might have set the font style to italic, and actually now that I take And that should do it. So yeah. Overlapping still, but you can probably, go back and forth yourself to try different font sizes. Be able to guess that if I had put it on the groups, then not only would the petals be scaled, but our text titles will be scaled also. And that is kind of like an aesthetic choice of, yeah, so you can see it gets scaled along with it. So it's much smaller than, previously. And be making a lot of these tiny little aesthetic decisions, but I wanted to make a note. I decided to, after seeing that, I decided to put it on the petals for readability. Yeah, so these are our flowers.